Here we are. We're going live. We're live. Hello, everybody. How you doing today? Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. How are you? How are all of you there in YouTube land? How's it going? Welcome to my channel, Traveling with Bruce. Today is December the 5th, 2018, as I frantically adjust my seating, get centered and everything. How are you? Good to see you. Another busy day in the cruise business. I'll tell you, I've been busy today, following a number of stories that are breaking and going along, and I've already made a couple of videos today to try to kind of stay on top of it. A couple of short videos I put out today, shorter than a live show, obviously, but still, I think each video was over 5 minutes long today. It took me that long to kind of cover what I had to cover, and then I've got a couple of other stories here that I've just come across in the last few hours and thought I'd share with you today. So welcome welcome all to Traveling with Bruce out of Creston, British Columbia, where today it is absolutely gorgeous, a sunny, beautiful sunny day. Probably 35, 30 odd degrees today is all we're getting, but it's gorgeous, sunny, no wind here. Feels warmer than it actually is. But when you walk into the shadow, if you're outside walking in the shadow, you could feel instantly how cold it gets. It's that time of year. The sun is low, and she sinks early. She gets up late, and winter is almost upon us. We are surrounded by snow everywhere in the mountains and the hills around the town here, but Creston proper have not had any accumulation of snow at this time. But you know, one storm is all it takes. What can I say? Glad you're here to follow the show. I was just going to do something here. I'd forgotten to actually review how many subscribers I've got going right now. I thought, you know, I always give you the update every day. So right now, I'll take a look at the lifetime count on this channel. There it is. Yesterday, we were at 7,061. Right now, 7,077. So we've added 16 new subscribers in the last 24 hours. Thank you to those of you out there who've joined this channel. I don't know if you're watching me live or not. I hope some of you are. And I welcome all of you who have come to this channel in the last 24 hours, 24 days, 15 months. It's fantastic. In the next, in a week from now, we will be, I think, 16 months old as a channel. So a long way has been traveled by this channel, and a lot of you have been around for a while, following me for a while. I really do appreciate you, and a number of you are brand new, only in the last few months. I appreciate you showing up and following me as well. I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm trying to provide you. What else I got to tell you? Just you know, again, thanks to everybody for all of your kind words and your support to this channel. Some of you have acquired Traveling with Bruce merchandise for yourselves or as a gift for someone you know. Thank you for that. That helps this channel stay on the air. Also, some of you are shopping on my Amazon link, which is provided down below here in the description of this video. Thank you. On anything you acquire on Amazon through my link there, it helps tremendously. All you have to do is just hit the little address you see for Amazon down below. It'll take you right to the Amazon homepage. Pick up anything you want to pick up, as you always do, and I get an overriding royalty of some kind that Amazon decides is fair. I see commissions payable of like 2 to 4% most of the time. Occasionally it's 5 or 6%. Rarely is it higher than that, but it doesn't matter to me. It's just free money, really. It's just a gift from heaven. Thank you, all of you who do that, and then thank you those of you who are kind enough and have found it. In your hearts to send a donation this way. Thank you so much for that. The PayPal donate button that I have on my homepage or on the About page for this channel. Thank you for clicking on that and making a contribution to this humble YouTuber from time to time. If once or more than once, I can't thank you enough for that. Jennifer marvels every time a donation comes in. And she's just thrilled about that. Thank you so very much. We do appreciate it. What else is going on here in the world of YouTube? Kind of quiet these days. It was a year ago at this time. I was approaching about 80 or so subscribers, and on the 13th of December, I hit 100 subscribers. Now we're at 77,077. What a run since December of last year. I would not have thought that that many would have come on board, but it's incredible. And I thank you so very much. And hello to my YouTube friends out there who watch me and occasionally sign in and say hello. Always welcome to pop by. I love to let the world know whenever a YouTuber pops in that that they have a channel out there as well, and are always looking for support as well. So that's great. I know that that our friends D&G Explorers, they're on the Norwegian Bliss right now. They've been posting photos on our Facebook page, and I'm so appreciative of that. I know they were wearing Traveling with Bruce t-shirts the other day in St. Thomas, and they took a photo of themselves having a drink, and that was fantastic. And it looks like they're having a really good time, and that's just terrific. I'm just thrilled about that. And I believe wasn't it Lalito Loca, Lido Loca? They were they're on a cruise ship not too long ago. I'm not sure if they're on one at this moment. I can't keep up with those two guys. They're constantly from one ship to another. I know they're plotting yet more. So this is fantastic. They're getting out there, and the time will come where I will be with Jennifer on cruise ships as well. And as soon as I know the timing, you'll all know as much notice as we can give you, and we'll see what we can put together for a group cruise, get together, and or meet and greets before and after cruises, depending on where they, begin and where they end. Looking forward to that very much. All right, so news of the day. I did a couple of videos today because the folks at Cruise Critic, every year at this time, they rank their favorite ships in a million different categories. It's sort of an editor's choice awards, or editor's picks, I guess they call it. And last year at this time, they announced that the ship of the year, brand new ship of the year that wowed them all, was MSC Seaside. And I remember when I read that last year, I was a bit surprised that Cruise Critic would announce an award for a ship that hadn't even sailed, very long for the public. I mean, it was a ship that they were probably given an exclusive voyage on, being in the industry, the print business and cruise related. They were probably given a couple complimentary tickets to take a cruise. And a couple of riders went, and then they wrote the virtues of the ship. The ship itself, MSC Seaside, gorgeous ship. Always is. It never has been an issue about how good looking the ship actually is. It's very stylish, a unique change, a definite direction over here to the look of the ship rather than the standard version we've been used to the last 10, 15 odd years. But what I had noticed already as just a YouTuber following YouTube videos, and a new YouTuber at the time, because I was barely 3 months into it, I had noticed already there were some critical videos out there about the MSC Seaside already, and there was a party of, I think it was 4 people who were sharing a cabin. I'm trying to remember if there were 2 cabins, like one couple in one and one couple in another, but the vlogger, the person operating the camera and doing the video, was in an inside room on deck 5, I think it was, something like that, and they were hearing unbelievable noises coming out during the evening, just horrific. It turned out they figured it out. It was deck 4 below them, where the crew gathers up all the laundry, gathers up all kinds of the dishes from upstairs, and they're in these massive carts, and these wheels on these carts are kind of a hard plastic material, and when you run them over the divider between the floor and an elevator, there's a little gap there. You're talking about going from maybe linoleum onto an aluminum strip of metal, just as you leave the floor and as you enter the elevator, and then back onto a different textured floor inside the elevator. Usually it's a non-slip kind of thing, and the wheels make this sound, and you've got at least 4 wheels per cart. Sometimes you have 6, depending on the weight that these are handling, and they just make a heck of a racket, especially inside a elevator. which is not a passenger elevator that we're used to with a carpet. This is a hard floor, a granular type floor, and the walls of the elevator, the freight elevator, they echo. I mean, they're just like a sound chamber, an echo chamber. And so when you roll in these units and you're grunting and groaning because they're heavy, these make a ton of noise. Well, apparently the guys sleeping in this room, or trying to sleep, they weren't sleeping well. They were hearing these unbelievable sounds coming from the work area, from the crew area down below, where they were loading clean laundry on, and up the elevator would go, and then the elevator would come down, and clean laundry bins would come out. And this is nonstop because we're talking 5,000 passengers on a cruise ship, and the laundry facility is going 24/7, and so are the dishwashers. They're going at least 20 hours a day, maybe 18 hours a day. It's just mayhem. And anyway, these folks went and complained to the front desk to no avail. Front desk didn't care. The front desk actually accused them of playing their stereo too loud. That's what it is. It's your stereo. You're just playing the music too loud, and might be a neighbor of yours playing their television too loud. That's all you're hearing. Total lies, total misinformation, and they couldn't have cared less for these guys, because they looked at their room card and they realized you're just inside passengers on deck 5. You're nothings. You didn't pay any dollars for this cruise. If you were the yacht club, we'd care, and even then, it's debatable if they would. And these guys are given a runaround. They had complaint after complaint, including the poop smell that they also detected. 6 languages for every announcement, the opera, so food, god-awful service, and a staff that couldn't have cared less. Just couldn't have cared less. And those stories, I found videos like that, several out already, when MSC Seaside was named Ship of the Year by Cruise Critic. And I thought, what is with these guys at Cruise Critic? I can't understand it. Well, today out came this year's Ship of the Year and other categories, and the Ship of the Year is a very interesting cruise ship, striking design, very new technical vessel, is just now starting to bring on paying passengers. Hasn't had a paying cruise yet. This ship has been on a promo tour for a month. It's been worked on with all the little finishing touches to get her just right. She just got christened the other day. The Celebrity Edge. The Celebrity Edge is the brand new Ship of the Year, according to Cruise Critic. I would have thought they would play it safe this year and name the Norwegian Bliss the Ship of the Year, because that ship is a proven winner. That ship came across the Atlantic, no issues. She was in New York. She went to Miami. She went through the Panama Canal. She had a little incident, a little incinerator fire for a minute or two, but they put that out. It was just a little glitch, nothing serious. Got to Seattle, ran all summer last year for Alaska Cruises, to the delight of thousands, hundreds of thousands of passengers have been on the ship, loving it. People are booking second cruises. They want to go back on her again. And she's gone from Alaska, Seattle, back down to LA, and then from LA now to Miami. And she's running now Caribbean cruises, to everyone's delight. This is a winner. This could be the new Ship of the Year. This really could be a serious contender for a new Ship of the Year, because there's a lot of new features on the ship that weren't on ships like her before. Number of very strong and positive reviews have come out about the Bliss from a number of YouTube creators and cruise ship aficionados. Media across the board gave the Bliss a major thumbs up. The racetrack's a winner. Again and again, positive news. But the folks at Cruise Critic decided to go with Celebrity Edge, calling it the Ship of the Year. And I wish nothing but the best for cruise lines. I really do. If any of you out there think I'm a negative guy about cruising, you're wrong. I love cruising. I love cruise ships. I want nothing but the best for everyone. I like that. I like it when cruise lines make money and passengers get a good value for their dough and everyone's happy. I love that kind of scenario. But I'm asking myself, 3 months from now, we're going to find out how the Edge really is doing in real life. This ship now is going to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week going forward. And there are going to be mechanical glitches like anything mechanical, because this ship is very new in very many respects. One I'm wondering about, a couple of them, one of them I'm wondering about is this elevator on the side of the ship. It's being touted as the magic carpet. You know, it's going to be allowing, it's going to allow passengers to ride up and down this unit. Great views. They'll probably operate as a bit of a restaurant from time to time, maybe a snack bar, and then they're going to operate it as a unit to get you down to tenders, I guess. You can't operate this thing at sea. You know, you can't be going 25 knots into a 25 knot wind and have 50-mile-an-hour winds hitting the front of that magic carpet and expect it to be going up and down. It's not going anywhere. It'll be affixed at the very top position, or it'll be, you know, fixed at the bottom or somewhere in the middle. I don't know where they're going to park the elevator ride, the magic carpet, when they're not using it at sea. But I kind of wonder, geez, you know, if the wind is at the right angle and the ship's going at the right angle, won't there be moments where, because the ship's aerodynamics are all screwed up on this one side of the ship, won't that mean there'll be vortex winds coming off this thing, either at the top or in the middle of it, and possibly where the magic carpet, you know, is parked? Won't she whistle in the wind from time to time, depending on the angle of the wind, day or night? I mean, it doesn't matter. Wind is wind. I mean, you know, it just doesn't matter. That's one question I have. The second question I have is, as time goes by and she gets broken in, you know, kind of goes up and down dozens and hundreds of times, won't it get to a point where perhaps the tracking will be a little loose and she'll rattle a little bit as she gets, you know, jolted by the waves? You know, cruise ships hit waves, waves hit cruise ship hit waves. And won't there be times where it'll be a little, but might there be some noises coming off this thing? I'm quite curious to see. It's never been done before. No one else has got one. I want to be optimistic about this, but I'm also being realistic. This is a mechanical unit exposed to the elements, and the wear and tear on it will be compounded by the salt spray from the water. The hot and cold, the hot temperatures during the day, the cool temperatures in the evening, the winds, the waves. I don't know. I mean, the ship is designed to, you know, rock and go up and down and move with the water. That's the way ships are built. And sometimes ships can have extreme stress on the front of the ship at the bow, and there's extreme stress on the rear of the ship, which is a different direction, and the ship will torque a little. She'll twist a little. That's what they're designed to do. Airplane wings are designed to flex when they're in the air. Cruise ships are designed to adhere to the conditions of the sea. This unit hanging off the side, or, you know, attached to the side, I'm curious to see how it'll work out. We're gonna know. People who have balcony cabins right beside it are going to be telling us. We're going to hear about it. What about the spray coming off of it? Like you get rain. Okay, it's raining, and the magic carpet is getting wet because it's outside, and then the wind is coming at it. And will there not be a bunch of water coming off of the elevator and off of the magic carpet and spray onto the balcony? Now, people have their doors closed when it's raining, of course. You don't stand outside on your balcony and go, oh, it's raining out, I'm getting wet. No, you don't do that. But what if a whole bunch of water constantly, rhythmically hits your window all the time because of this thing here? I'm just throwing these wild scenarios out. No one knows. Ship of the year could be getting some bad reviews on this thing if it has issues. The other one I was wondering about was, if you've seen the photos of the top deck of the Edge, really neat looking hot tubs. They look like they're these spas, these hot water spas. They look like they're on top of martini glasses. Like there's a stem that comes up and then it flares out, and then at the very top is this thing of water. The bowl. I don't know if I can do it with my hands. And people can have a little walkway. They come out and then they hop into the hot water and the bubbles are going. It's great. And around it, there's like a 3-foot high railing with a plexiglass kind of thing. So I was wondering, what about windy days? Either parked or at sea, you've got windy days. These hot tubs are not on the pool deck level. They're up here. They're 20 feet up in the air. And I'm kind of wondering up there, 2 stories off the surface of the pool deck, might it not get windy up there for you know, that? And the other thought I had was, again on a sea day, the sea is making the ship do ever so slight movement. Well, up there you're amplifying the movement because you're at the top of a pin. You're up here, and the movement down here is here, but the movement up here is amplified. I'm exaggerating the point here by this, but how's this going to work out? I don't know. We're going to find out. I wish nothing but the best. I think the ship looks really different. It's unique. It reminds me of a World War I dreadnought battleship, actually, with its front stubby nose. But I can see what they've done. They've either moved the nose back or the ship forward on the front of the nose, so that instead of having this this sloping nose here, the bow, and the water going underneath, now instead of having the ship like that. If I get this right, there's the bow. Forgive me. There's the bow, and here we go. And then the bridge used to come up, over here. Wait, well, now they've moved the bridge way over to here. It's a real stubby front end. I'm sure it's been designed with all kinds of features, and they've got that long bulb thing under the water line to help with the waves and everything else, and for stability and whatnot. But it looks really. It doesn't look so streamlined, doesn't it? Hey, we're going to find out how she runs. She's sold out. I mean, the ship, there's very little room on the ship for the first year. So the passengers have been sold by the marketing department to buy into this concept. They've been bought in. They've also bought in at top dollar. I mean, they're paying upwards of 3 to 4 times as much as you have to pay for any other celebrity cruise ship. I mean, you can go on the Silhouette, you can go on the Equinox, you can go on the other ones that are out there for way less money per night in a balcony than you can on the Edge. And there's a lot of similar features on the ships, but the Edge has the style, has the newness, of course, has new features that the other ships don't have. But is it worth $350 a night, $375 a night in the Caribbean? You're going to go to the same ports that the other ships are going to go to on a rotating basis. So we'll see. I hope for the best. Like I said, I'm generally a very positive person when it comes to upside potential. I think the Edge has incredible upside potential to succeed very well, and I hope it does. But I'm also a realist, and I'm going. I've been on the Explorer of the Seas when we went through a bomb cyclone, and it wasn't pretty. We were on what looked like a very big ship, and heavy and wide and stable looking. And we were getting tossed around like a ping pong ball out in the Atlantic because Mother Nature is the boss. We weren't in any danger. The ship could handle everything that she was going through, but the passengers were not designed to handle it. Not this guy. I'm not a Navy man, and so I was not used to this, and it really knocked me off my feet. Now, the Edge is not designed, and they're not purposely trying to bring her into heavy waves. That's not their plan, but sometimes you have to get from point A to point B, or you go from point A to point B and you run into a squall, or you run into some good waves, and you have to shut down outdoor activities because it's too rough. That's going to happen to any cruise ship anywhere. Doesn't matter. The Edge will have her day. She'll run through some showers, some squalls, and some rougher seas. But we'll see how she fares, and then we'll find out from paying passengers what happened. Anyway, that was the big news of the day from Cruise Critic. The editors. I did 2 videos today. The first video was all about mainline cruise lines. So the big lines, the Norwegian people, Carnival, all their lines, Royal Caribbean, all their lines. Disney was also covered, and they ranked various ships in various categories, and I covered that. And then I did a second video today about luxury cruise lines, where they were talking about Seabourn, Viking Ocean Cruises, Region 7 Seas, and Oceania. I was covering those today. I did a video about them and the picks from the editors, what categories they did well on. I hope you get a chance to watch those videos today. Let me know what you're thinking, what you think of them, and what do you think of the picks? Are they justified or not? Are they overrated? Are they rated just right? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And so those are the two videos I posted today. I hope you can enjoy them. I know a number of you have been very kind to me already today. I posted them on Facebook. I asked if anyone could share them with friends. Please do. I've already had a number of you say I've shared it, and I appreciate anyone else can do the same. Helps give those videos a little bit of traction to get things started. So thank you, everybody, for that. Fantastic. Two other pieces of news that I'll talk to you about today. Galveston is in the news. The Port of Galveston has made it. They have made an announcement where they've made an agreement. It's like a memorandum of understanding. It's kind of like we're agreeing to agree on a deal. Basically, what's happening is Royal Caribbean and Galveston are linking up to build a new cruise port, Terminal 3, as far as I understand it. Terminal 3 is going to be a $100 million build out, 150,000 square feet, or 155,000 square feet in size. It's going to be a brand new passenger terminal to handle the increased business that they're expecting. Galveston and Royal Caribbean are signing, in effect, a 60-year agreement for docking rights for Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean's committing their ships to Galveston for quite some time. It's a 20-year starter contract, 20 years to start, with 4 10-year options. So it's a total of 60 years. Royal Caribbean, Carnival last year, I'm just looking at my notes here, Carnival last year signed or 2 years ago, signed a 10-year deal, 8 years to go on that one. So that's 2 years in. And Disney is now in deep discussions about a 5-year deal for Disney to operate a ship as home porting in Galveston. Now, Galveston has right now 2,900 parking spots for vehicles, and are adding 2,000 more with this terminal. That'll put them at 4,900 cars. Most people who go to Galveston, serious majority, drive in. They come in with their own vehicles. There are 20 million people within a day's drive of Galveston. Houston, in particular, is the big one. Austin and Dallas. A lot of folks drive into Galveston and take cruises. The problem Galveston has been having lately is flooding, because Galveston has been getting an inordinate amount of rain, heavy amount of rain, way above normal, and their land was saturated all around. And there were days where, on Saturdays or Sundays, when Carnival was coming in to do a turnaround, and Royal Caribbean, they had passengers wading through water. I mean, wading through water to get to the terminal building. What they're going to do about it, I don't quite know. I'm not sure if they're going to build any kind of a new parkway there, or any kind of a new roadway, or they're going to beef up the roadways they have and raise them a little bit. I have no idea what the plan is there. We'll probably find out in the near future what's going on. But today was a day to just celebrate this new agreement between a major cruise line and Galveston, to show Galveston, you guys are in our future for a long time, and vice versa. And they have room for 2 more terminals. They can go for Terminal 4 and 5 down the road. They have a lot of room to expand that port. I think they want to get to, they said that there are 2 million passengers now, 2018, which is 13% more than last year. They will surpass that in 19. I think they want to go to 3 million a year or higher. They will be one of the top 5 cruise ports in North America for volume if they have their way. And they certainly have the population supporting in the area to make it work. So people can fly into Houston, get a bus to Galveston, and you're on a cruise ship. Otherwise, folks living within a day's drive of Galveston just drive in with their vehicles, or they take a bus in and go on a cruise. So very interesting way to go, Galveston. Other news today, this story is out of Hong Kong. I found it a very interesting story. And I have to say, Hong Kong is a bucket list destination for me. I've never been to Hong Kong. I've always wanted to go to Hong Kong. And I've always been fascinated by YouTube videos. If you've ever wanted to watch something interesting, if you're an aviation nut, I also love airplanes. If you're an aviation nut, there are videos out there on YouTube that where people were filming, videotaping airplanes coming in for a landing on final approach into the old airport, the Kai Tak airport in downtown Hong Kong. And it's fascinating to watch, because 747 pilots and everyone else, They would all tell you about these. If you ever get to meet an airline pilot that's flown internationally, ask them if you ever landed in Hong Kong, because they'll tell you stories about landing in Hong Kong, because you cannot just come in on a straight approach into Hong Kong. That didn't exist back when the old airport was working in downtown, because the old airport in downtown Hong Kong was basically on a pier. It's an artificial runway they built on the water. The whole airport was on a pier, basically, and it was one runway, and that was it. And it was one of the world's busiest airports, one runway only. And these airplanes, the way it used to work was they would come in at a 90-degree angle. So the runway is over here. This is where they got to land, down here, but they're going this way. They're coming where you are. And as soon as they were close to the lining up of the runway over there, they would do a turn. The wings would just be, the planes would do this, and they would do this turn and then straighten her out. And they would straighten out the airplane, and within 30 seconds, that plane was on the ground. And passengers may not have liked it very much, although some, I'm sure, thrill seekers really liked it. Pilots loved it because they had to land the plane themselves. The automatics could not take over on this one. You can't just put this on automatic mode and let the plane land itself. No. The pilot had to do it. And they loved it because it let them fly the airplane. And there is video on YouTube of 747s and L-1011s and all these other planes coming in with 2 engines, 4 engines, 3 engines on final approach and doing this incredible bank. There are people literally on the streets of Hong Kong with their cameras, and there's you see just people walking by, and you can hear cars going by because you're looking skyward at these 4 or 5 story buildings, when all of a sudden a plane went overhead that's only 200 feet above them. There's a 747 with the wheels down, the flaps down, and in the middle of a turn and heading for the final approach of the runway. And you can see them from the hillside where you're behind the plane, watching it come down and fly away from you, going for a landing. And some of them were landing in very windy conditions. And it's entertaining if you're an aviation nut. If you're terrified of flying, you're not going to like these videos because they're just going to scare the crap out of you. But here's the good news. That airport doesn't exist anymore. It's now a cruise port terminal. The airport in Hong Kong, they built a brand new airport in the water, again, about 10, 15, 20 miles away, in an area where they could construct a monster airport with, I think, 4 runways. I know it's 2, it might be 4. It's now one of the world's absolute busiest airports. And they built a roadway to get there and back and everything else. Anyway, now approaches into Hong Kong are just like everywhere else. So they're kind of boring. They're just straight in. You got your holding pattern, and then you're brought in from 2,000 feet, and you slowly come across. And the automatic landing systems on these heavy-duty jets take over, and the pilot just kind of sits there to make sure everything's okay. Smooth as silk, and no drama anymore. No real drama unless it's windy. But the old airport, which was never destroyed, they took that and decided, all right, well, the runway, we're going to build on that runway because real estate is precious in Hong Kong. And at the very end of the pier is a cruise ship terminal. Fantastic, state-of-the-art, gorgeous, massive, can handle any size ship. Of course, as long as a runway, of course it can. And so now cruise liners, passenger cruise liners are coming there. So the story I found today was regarding Dream Cruises. Dream Cruises is based in Hong Kong, and they are teaming up with China in a big way. This is a company that is got serious Chinese investment behind it. I'm not sure if it's totally Chinese owned or not, or run, but Dream Cruises is expanding and is teaming up with the country of China to expand cruising big time. They just did a serious promotion for a 2-day cruise. They announced a 2-day cruise a few months ago where they teamed up. They linked up with the brand new high-speed rail system that has just been completed that connects Hong Kong to the high-speed train grid of China, the world's largest high-speed grid. 1,000 tickets were sold to 1,000 passengers to take a high-speed train into Hong Kong and right onto the cruise ship. And so they were probably going from the train station via subway, perhaps, and then to the buses right to the ship. And from what I understand, they got off the train and they were checking their luggage in at the station. Literally, you're on the ship now, from the station and the rail station right to the ship itself. Exactly the logistics of the final 5 miles, I don't have it, but fascinating to me. I was really blown away by that. I was really impressed by that because here in North America, everything is disjointed. You want to take a cruise out of Miami or Fort Lauderdale, for example. You're driving in. You find your way. You find a place to park. You take a cab to the port or wherever, how far away you park, unless you can park right at the port itself, and you can then work your way in. But if you're coming in like myself and Jennifer, we got to figure out how to get down there. And so we've got to fly in several connections. We land in Miami, let's say, or Fort Lauderdale, and then we're taking a cab, and then we're getting to the ship, and here we go. Or we get in the day before, which is what we should be doing. We would do. We would come in, land, maybe rent a car, get our hotel, which would be pre-ordered, or not take a rent a car, just take a shuttle bus from the airport to the hotel, and then the hotel shuttle bus to the thing. It's all kind of disjointed. Here, passengers from 500 miles away can take a high-speed train for today's cruise, and the trains are going 250 miles an hour within 1 or 2 hours, and the trains are every 15 minutes. There would have to be a serious problem for you not to make your plane. China is working on its infrastructure in such a way that passengers from, a car ride, a full day's car ride at least away, are going to take high-speed trains right to the cruise ship in Hong Kong, and it'll be seamless. It's an amazing move forward. They're leading the world in this area. I kind of wonder if it'll ever happen in America. Where can it ever be done? But Amtrak to a cruise ship, don't even think about it. There's nothing seamless there. It's a nightmare. The schedules and the reliability of the Amtrak systems and the delays, and forget about it. The frequency and so on, not going to happen. In Canada, not happening. We don't have that kind of money. We aren't putting that kind of money into a seamless system like that. But with China, you're talking electric trains to electric transportation to the ship, if you can do it on subway and perhaps through hydrogen-powered buses, perhaps, and trying to do it with a low carbon footprint. Interesting. Anyway, I found that to be a very interesting article, and the future, that is the future in some parts of this world going forward. We'll see how long it takes for us to enjoy it here in the new world. We'll see. Anyway, folks, that's my news of the day today. I hope I didn't bore you with that. I hope you found it interesting. I want to say hi to everybody, and let's see who's here and spread some greetings. Let me know, any of you, if you have any questions about my show or what I've talked about today. Let me know, and we'll cover it. Paul Wilson was here today, saying hello, Bruce and everyone. Here I was in Texas, north of Amarillo, Sunday. Now I made a delivery in Syracuse, New York, and I'm now in Massachusetts. Paul, you're everywhere. You're putting the miles on to get onto another vacation on a cruise ship. Absolutely, vacations are too short, so I can't wait for my next cruise in May. Going from Vancouver, British Columbia to Seward, Alaska. Fantastic. That will be great, Paul. A bit of driving between now and then, but then the cruise is on. Vivian, Clark, Nelson, Nicholson, evening, all my goodness, Paul, you get around. Oh my goodness, you do get around, Paul, she's saying. Right on, Vivian. Paul Wilson, I'm a long haul truck driver. That explains it, she says. Good evening to you, Vivian. Vivian, do you have all facilities in your truck? I've seen some of the UK look pretty comfy. Vivian, where are you from? Vivian says, I'm in the UK, east coast of the United Kingdom. No, I have to make shift facilities here in the truck. I also cook in the truck. Going New York, Chicago next April via QM Queen Mary 2. So Vivian will be heading to New York on the QM2 and then work her way to Chicago. Fantastic. Vivian, that's so great. Paul Wilson, UK, I've never been yet. Can't say you're missing much, my dear. Can't say you're missing much in the UK. That's great. Vivian, love coming on here. Such a fun group. Bruce is ace. Thank you, Vivian, so much. Paul Wilson, Viv, when you get here in the USA, you may eat some food that I delivered. You never know. And she says, I'm so looking forward to biscuits and gravy. Never had it. We don't have it here. Looking forward to biscuits and gravy because there are a couple of biscuit boys. I'm one of them that we love our biscuits and gravy, and it kind of shows. Cat Chat Fever, thank you so much for your super chat donation today. Thank you. I just saw that pop up. That's fantastic. Paul Wolskin, Viv, hope you enjoy your time here in the U.S. Let's see. Thumbs ups for Bruce, everyone, from Paul Wilson. I've got 22 so far. Thank you, everybody, for thumbs ups today. Still talking about biscuits and gravy, these two. So Twitty, hey, everybody. Oh, my God, it's cold in Bothell today. It was 28 degrees when I left for work. Welcome, So Tweety. Vivian Colden went here in the UK. She says Paul Wilson is saying hi to So Tweety as well. Recipes are being shared right now between Paul and Vivian. Nurse Nancy, hello, everybody. It was sunny and gorgeous in Wisconsin. Then all of a sudden it became gray and depressing. That's called yucky. Not to worry. I'm here with TWB family, so my mood is improving. Fantastic, Nurse Nancy. Thank you for joining me today, and stay warm, stay safe. Paul Wilson saying hi to you too, and so is Vivian. Let's see here. He's telling me Paul Wilgus is here saying hi, everybody. It's 30, but it feels like 21 in Virginia. So Tweety says, Paul, you got Amarillo by morning stuck in my head with your first comment listening before Bruce comes online. The song on Amarillo. Tom Henry, hi, everybody. 34 Fahrenheit in Richmond. The snow didn't last long. Nurse Nancy, that sounds interesting. Paul Wilson, hello. Paul Wilson, So Tweety, Vivian, Paul Lucas. There's everybody. Nurse Nancy saying hi to everyone. Tom Henry, Paul, did you see my reference to you on Facebook? Vivian, I hate latecomers. Oh, no, hi, latecomers. She doesn't hate latecomers. She's saying hi, latecomers. Nothing personal. Oh, it's all good. Tracy Dunlop, hi, Bruce and all. 66 in Naples today. Slight wind and sunny. Great cool day for a change. You were in the 80s the other day, so welcome back, Tracy. Paul Wilson is laughing out loud. Everyone's reacting to your temperature change there down to 66. Nurse Nancy, I'd take 66 in Wisconsin, but I guess the snow is nice for the holidays. Silman, hi, Bruce and all. 76 Fahrenheit in Delray Beach. Sunny as the sun sets now. Time for cigar and a libation. Cheers, thumbs ups, everybody. My friends in Northern Climes have started singing the snow blues already. Tom Henry, my BAL is taking 10 days. My big ass ladder is taking 10 days to get from Georgia to Richmond. And the transport company is nonstop delivery. 10 days. Long time for never stopping, laugh out. Maybe they should hand that thing off to Paul Wilson. He'd get you that ladder in 24 hours. That guy's a trucker. He can deliver. That's how you do it. Unbelievable. Rhonda B, a brief hello and a wave to all. I have to go get ready to go to work at Rhonda. Have a great day today. MG Toe. So you live in a brothel. No wonder he's going. I don't know what he's talking about. Kirk Brunson. Hey, Bruce, New York City is here. Hi, Kirk. Welcome to my show today. MG, don't forget to give Bruce a thumbs up. Paul Wilson, hello there. Tom Henry, hello. I did not send the snow to you. Laugh out loud. Tom Henry, hi, Paul Wilgus. Nurse Nancy, I sent it. Kirk Brunson, 32 here in New York City. He's saying, Tom Henry, I'll accept Nurse Nancy as a sender. I love snow. It was a good thing. Nurse Nancy saying, yay for you on that. Tom Beetle Bailey, St. Augustine, Florida here. 42 degrees this AM, 55 now in St. Augustine. Cooling off. Paul Lucas, I like snow as long as it isn't above 4 inches at a time. Laugh out loud. Tom Henry, Paul Wilgus, Norwegian posted the stockholder benefit today, and they did what I expected. You got $50. I got $50. How about that? Michelle or Michael Cruise Lover, hello all. Rawls, Texas here. 52 degrees, gas $1.94. I'm really happy to see these gas prices drop like they've been dropping, because I got to tell you, Jennifer and I, we're plotting our drive down to Los Angeles from here out of Creston, and we're 3 miles from the U.S. border. We will not be buying a single gallon of gasoline from here because we're going to cross the border, and we'll be in Coeur d'Alene in a couple of hours from here. We only need like a quarter of a tank of that. And we'll buy gasoline starting there at the Costco. And then from there, the plot thickens, because now we have to plot our actual route. Do we go a ways west towards Seattle a bit and then head south to Portland and go down the is it the 5, or I'm not sure if it's the 95, or the 5, I think it's the 5, or do we go down the I-15? Do we go to Coeur d'Alene and head east on the I-90 until we meet up in Butte with the I-15 the I-15 and then head south through Idaho and south through Utah and then through Nevada and then into Vegas, and then do we work Vegas to California? Do we do that route? If we do, you see, there's a couple of considerations. If we go the western route, we get milder weather, but we have higher gas prices because we'll be in California for a longer portion of the ride, and California prices are high. If we go the Idaho/Utah/Nevada route to California, then most of the ride south is in cheaper gasoline states, and so we'll be buying gas more in the lower twos rather than the high mid threes. So there's that consideration. Taxes are a little bit to consider. Anyway, we got to figure it out. Plus the weather, I think, is going to tell us what we're doing. So Tweety, interesting how they do that, Tom. I thought it would apply to the shareholders account. Nurse Nancy, hi, Michael Cruise Lover. Michael, how is Nurse Nancy today? Paul Wilgus, Tom Henry, that is stupid. Why split it up? If we were married, it would be different. Ed Mullen, $1.98 a gallon in Atlanta. Fantastic. Atlanta's got cheap gas. Tom Henry, so Tweety, I would have thought too, but oh well. So Tweety, guess Paul can buy you a few drinks. Michael Cruise Lover, I have to run. We'll try to come back. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. Paul Wilgus, laugh out loud, Tweety. Dina, hello, TWB family. Hi, Dina, cruising through life. Welcome back. Nurse Nancy, I'm happy now that I'm here. Michael Cruise Lover, how are you? So Tweety, see you, Michael. Tom Henry, Paul Wilgus, what did you think of my email for excursion suggestions? I should mention that if you don't want to go on tours at all the ports, that's okay too. I just want to get all my full port credits, he's saying. Sherry, awesome sunsets travel. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Sherry. Hello, everybody. She's saying, MGTO, okay, don't believe anything that comes from Cruise Critic. They are paid shills for the cruise companies. They even said Princess had the best excursions. Oh, my God. This is from a guy who was just on Princess excursions, and they weren't the best excursions. Not at all. Oh, my goodness. Kat Rose, hi, 56 here in Sacramento. Welcome, Kat. Suzanne Hoffman, greetings to all addicted cruisers. Good to be watching Traveling with Bruce this afternoon. Suzanne, welcome back to the show. So Tweety, hey, Sherry and Dina. Paul Wilgus, Tom Henry, I haven't had time to look at them all yet, but I've checked some of them out. Do you have excursion credits at every port? Nurse Nancy, hi there. Dina, cruising through life. Sherry, awesome sunsets. And Kat Rose, Susan Hoffman, glad to have you all in the party. Tom Henry, Paul Wilgus, yes, $50 per port. I got credits. This is incredible. This is what you get when you're an active cruiser like he is. This is fantastic. So, T, did you watch Bruce's video? Did you watch Bruce's video this AM, MGTO? They named a best ship of the year that hadn't even accommodated passengers yet. So, T, that doesn't scream credibility to me. MGTO, always have someone above and below you when cruising, passengers, that is. Always have a floor above you and below to avoid the noises from the top deck. Nurse Nancy, definitely fishy. So, Tweety. MGTO, so yeah, that's what I've been saying about Cruise Critic. They are shills for cruise companies. Vivian, don't see how you can say ship is best when no one has been on it yet. So Tweety, at least they recently brought the website into this century. Tom Henry, plus a 10% discount for the platinum status. So a $75 tour ends up costing me $17.50. What a deal, Tom Henry. Way to go, buddy. That is smart. Paul Wilgus, Vivian Clark Nicholson, I agree. Tom Henry, that is great. Tom Henry, this is even for the disembarkation tour too. So getting to the hotel will be very cheap. What day are you thinking you will fly home, Sunday or Monday? So Tweety, agreed, Vivian Clark Nicholson. Cruise ships already at sea are judged on how they're operating, not concepts. Paul Wilgus, Tom Henry, Monday. I'm flying home Monday. Vivian, Paul, service and food might be terrible. And having a 6-language ventriloquist laugh out loud. There you go. That. You saw my video. Paul Wilgus laughing out loud, Vivian. So Tweety, laughing out loud too. Tom Henry, Paul Wilgus, I also pondered the 30-pack photos where you get a bonus of 5, was that 5 plus a USB of the electronic pics. We'll share these so we have a good memory on this whole trip. Way to go, Tom. Well done. Nurse Nancy, I just watched EECC's tour of the Norwegian Breakaway. It looks amazing. I want to go on that now. Sylvia, hi, Bruce and all. Supposedly 42 degrees now. To me, it feels much colder. Over the weekend, we're going to get our first snow sleet mix, 8 to 12 inches. I will not be going to work on Monday if this is the case. Unbelievable, Sylvia. Hang in there. Tom Henry, Nurse Nancy, just be careful that that is the ship the captain took through the bomb cyclone. Thomas saying to Nurse Nancy. So, Tweety, judging by D&G's picks, it looks pretty nice. The Bliss looks pretty good. MG Toe, I don't like NCL's business practices. So, Tweety, isn't that because you want everyone to join your SOB club? Tom Henry, give me all your money. Laugh out loud. Nurse Nancy, wow, I didn't hear about that, Tom Henry. Sylvia Swan, hi, Tweety. So, Tweety, hi, Sylvia. Sylvia, hi, Tom, Paul. Nurse Nancy, stay safe, Sylvia. Tom Henry, I just watched a YouTube vid on the ship with water everywhere. Paul Lucas, hello, Sylvia. Sylvia Swan, hi there, Nurse Nancy. MG Toe, so these ships are supposed to be family-oriented now. No one wants to put up with a bunch of sloppy drunks on a ship. How about that? Nurse Nancy, Tom, and Paul, you guys are going to have a great time, I hope. Tom Henry, hi, Sylvia. Tom Henry, me too. So Tweety, I agree. Part of why I love Princess, MG. So Tweety, the ships aren't amusement parks or spring break parties. That's why I like Princess. Paul Wilgus, Nurse Nancy, we will. Nurse Nancy, I also agree. Also, I enjoyed having some fun, but also luxurious feeling. I like that upper scale feel. Tom Beetle Bailey, it is my understanding that the magic carpet doesn't move with people on it. I can't tell you. We'll have to find out. Vivian, let's hope a stabilizer doesn't break off on the left side and she'll be listing at sea. Yeah, let's hope not. So, Tweety, wow, Beetle Bailey, that would be a fail. MG Toe, so I'm platinum on Princess and you're elite. The Ruby Princess I just went on was the worst Princess cruise I've been on, says MG Toe. Agnes from New Jersey is here. Hi, TWB family. Hi, Agnes from New Jersey. Welcome. Nurse Nancy. Hi, Agnes. Nurse Nancy, so they didn't treat you well, MG. Did you enjoy it at all? Did you enjoy any of it? Nope. Nurse Nancy, I didn't enjoy any of it. Nurse Sylvia saying to me, Bruce, I have seen the Edge in Nassau, and it has never gone into the dock. It was way out from Nassau, and I can see the tender boats getting the passengers. Have to look at the Paradise island cam. I had to look out on the island cam. Interesting. That would have been maybe its first time visit. I don't know if that's going to be every time it goes to Nassau. I don't know. I'm thinking that the ship will go to Nassau, but that the magic carpet, is on one side of the ship, and the port side, will be the other side. I'm assuming that's how they're going to want to park it. I don't know. MG Toe with the Sabatini incident, the excursions, double billing, no stabilizers, etc., really turned me off. So, Tweety, it says online that Sabatini's is on Ruby. What did they replace it with? She wants to know. Sylvan Forest, I'm not impressed by the Edge's magic carpet at all. It looks like an afterthought. I like Celebrity, but the Edge isn't on my wish list. Sylvia, Nurse Nancy, always stay safe in the snow and ice. I won't, and I don't travel to work when it's snowing. MG Toe, so I like Princess generally, but not on the Ruby Princess. They should bring the magic immediately to Los Angeles and send the Ruby to Asia. Send it over there. So, Tweety, or send it far away from you, wherever it goes. Cat Chat Fever, hey, Bruce and everybody. Group, hello to you. Thank you, Cat Chat Fever. Again, thank you for your donation today. Paul Lucas, Cat Chat Fever, hello there. Nurse Nancy, does the Ruby Princess have poor ratings? So, Tweety, I'd be interested in how it would be for you. No offense, MG. MG, so, yes, they did say on the line it was there, even had posters everywhere about it, Sabatini's, but he couldn't find it. Dina, Cruising Through Life, hi there, Nurse Nancy. Peter Heckema, hi, Bruce and all. Cool 65-degree day here in Tarpon Springs. Bruce, can I ask you what your plans are for going to LA? I have something to mail to you and wanted to get to you before you leave. Mail strike, question mark. All right, the mail strike is over. There is no more mail strike here, so we're all done now. So if you mail me anything to my address here, it should arrive in normal time. But right now, being the heart of the Christmas mailing season, it will be a bit heavy duty. So if you send me something, Peter, it may not get here by the time we take off. Now, when are we leaving for LA? The thinking is the 18th or the 19th, somewhere in that window, we might be heading out. So that's about 2 weeks from now, today being the 5th, 13th, less than 2 weeks from now. So if you're going to mail me something, it might not make it here on time. Now, if it's an envelope, maybe it will. If it's a package, maybe not. I do have an address, a U.S. address that I will give out on an individual basis for a package. But here's the problem for me. If you send me something as tiny as a small box, I have to pay $3 for every package I receive. It's not a free address to me. It's something I have to pay for. And so if you're trying to send me an envelope, I don't want to pay a $3 fee to receive an envelope. I'd rather just wait till after Christmas to get it, because economically it just doesn't make sense. I'd rather have it sent to my Canadian address and just, let the chips fall where they may, as it were. But if you're sending me a larger package or something like that, I can give you a U.S. mailing address. You can send it via a FedEx ground. That'll work. Or UPS ground. That'll work. Or, if you're going to spend the money, you can send it by air. But I wouldn't recommend it, because it has to go to Coeur d'Alene, Spokane by air. Then from there, it's going to be by truck anyway. So send it by ground to a U.S. address I can give you privately. Just send me an email request and I'll reply. Anyway, that's the story. That's the deal on everything there. You cannot send me a FedEx ground package through the border to my house. That will not work. You can send me a FedEx package by air to my home address. The problem then is I will incur a substantial fee for brokerage and customs, and I don't want that either. So anyway, so there's the limitations. There's the logistics. I don't want to hand out my daughter's address in Los Angeles. It is not my address. It won't be used very long. It may not be relevant in a few months, and so I'm not advertising it. So I'm kind of keeping that off the table. Now, I'm trying to think of this. Is there a way I can send you an address in Los Angeles that is a mail center type of a thing? I'm going to have to look into that. I haven't yet, and I hadn't thought of it. But again, it won't be an address that will be able to be used for long anyway, because once my daughter is finished with her work contract in LA, she will likely move back to Calgary, and that address won't be. We won't be down there physically. Jennifer and I just won't be down there to retrieve anything in LA. So we'll use the US address only. Okay, so that's a long answer to a short question, but I'm sorry, that's what I'm dealing with here. Let's just see what else we have here. Where am I here on this? Okay, thank you, Peter, for that question. So mail strike is over. Mail me a letter if you like. Hopefully it'll get through here pretty quickly. MG Toe, but when I tried to get dinner reservations, I was told Sabatini's has not been on this ship in 4 years. Same for Alfredo's. Tom Henry, laugh out loud. So Tweety, I've been on the Ruby several times and loved it. I booked a short trip in May, hoping to see the changes from the dry dock. Maybe I should just do a different ship. Cat Chat Fever, hi Nurse Nancy, had to get it right this time. So Tweety, that is so weird, MG, that you don't have that restaurant wasn't there. Tom Henry, traveling with Bruce. We need to get enough donations for Bruce to go on a Viking cruise and enjoy the spa when he hits 10,000 subs. Tom Henry, you're a great guy. I love you. I really love you. You have any idea how much it costs to go on a Viking cruise? It's a fortune. I would think $200 to $300 a night per person, U.S. plus fees for taxes and tipping. We're talking about a Caribbean cruise on a Viking ship that would run. Oh my gosh, what would that run? About 6,000 American dollars. I don't know where in the world you think 6,000 in donations is coming from to land on this channel. I would love to have it. Oh yeah, but no, that's not happening. I can't imagine that happening. You folks have bills of your own to pay, and how would that ever be? Now, theoretically, 7,000 subscribers. If everybody sent me $1, yeah, that's not going to happen. There's no way that's going to happen. Tom, I love you. I really do. I appreciate any and all donations I get, but I have to be honest with you folks. If $5,000 came in here real fast, that is already spoken for with bills that we've got. None of that can go to a cruise. I got a car that's on the fritz right now. We've got the city taxes here coming up. We've got other way more important pressing issues that I have to deal with for Jennifer and I, and the cruise is a second place thing. To me, a cruise for me is a thank you, Michael. There's my first dollar. A cruise for me will be a group cruise where I end up with a free cabin because I'm bringing hundreds of passengers with me. I'm going to have to strong arm a cruise line to work a deal for Jennifer and I just don't see myself being able to pay for one just like that. This channel, as it's growing, is getting better, but I'm still not living off of this channel in its entirety. So that's why I'm so grateful for every donation I get. I need it. I'm not kidding. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, Tom Henry. You're great. You're just great. I love you. Michael, Galveston, yay. Terminal 3, it's about time. MG Tow, go on the Emerald where, what is it? Go on the Emerald up where you live. It was a great ship when I was on it. But check first to see if any of these eateries are still on the ship. Nurse Nancy, hi there, Catch That Fever. So Tweety saying, thanks, MG. Nurse Nancy, did they replace the restaurants with other ones, MG? Michael Cruise Lover, Galveston is my closest port, about 600 miles, 1,000 kilometers from my house. Well, that's a good day's drive. That's a full day. But, you know, you can drive 400 miles, crash overnight, and then bring her in the next morning for sure. Cat Chat Fever, I need to borrow an 8-year-old to come put Wi-Fi on my Xbox. I've already failed or fallen on it. Yeah, Cat Chat, that's exactly what you need. Cat Chat, again, if this is doable, you might want to look at a YouTube video that's made by an 8-year-old or an 18-year-old. There might be someone who could do that, who could tell you how to do it. I don't know. Just a guess. Nurse Nancy, when we get out of Galveston, most of our fellow cruisers were from Texas. When we went out of Galveston, most of our fellow cruisers from Texas, they were friendly and had a great cruise. So, you know, it makes sense to me. Texans love cruising, and so drive to Galveston, go on a cruise, drive home to somewhere in Texas. It's what a way to go. You got to love that. Yeah, Galveston, great port. Nurse Nancy, funny Cat Chat. Cat Rose, is there a cruise port in San Francisco? Yes, there is, but rarely. There are very few cruise ships that use San Francisco as a home port. I'm guessing because the terminal is not all that great. Maybe there hasn't been a financial arrangement made between the city and the port and cruise lines. I don't really know the answer. Maybe the expense of using the port in San Francisco is so outrageously high, cruise ships are just going, can't do it. We cannot add that much extra money to our cruisers to do it. I've noticed there are cruise ships that visit San Francisco, but not a lot of them. A few, but not a ton of them, because I think expense-wise it's very high. Just a guess. I could be wrong. What have I got here for more comments? Sorry, folks. Yes, Kat says so, Tweety. Nurse Nancy, where about are you located, Michael Cruise Lover? MG Tow, Nurse Nancy wants to know. MG Tow, no, they have the Crown Grill, Crab Shack, which is upscale, Lido Deck Restaurant, Salty Dogs Hamburger Place, Cat Rose. So that is the closest one to me. She's saying, Nurse Nancy, that is odd that they changed to a more fast food feel, MG. Michael Cruise Lover, they had a really nice cruise port in Houston. It was NCL port. It was so convenient. You could park your car and walk on the ship, but NCL pulled out and they leased the port to Toyota. Isn't that interesting? Cat Chat Fever, thank you, Nurse Nancy. MG, when I ate at the Crown Grill, the food was good, but I had the same thing 2 days later on formal night. Waste of money. How about that? Michael, Cruise Lover, Nurse Nancy, near Lubbock, home of Buddy Holly and Mac Davis. That's where he's located. MG Tow and Nurse Nancy, the Ruby reminded me of the old Carnival scaled-down ships. Not what I expected from Princess at all. Interesting. So, Tweety, oh, I love Buddy Holly, Chantilly Lace. Chantilly Lace is not Buddy Holly. That would be oh gosh, Bruce. Rock Around the Clock. You know, Billy. Man, guys, you got to help me on this one. You know, Chantilly Lace. Who recorded that and who made that famous? It wasn't Buddy Holly. Rock Around the Clock. Bill Haley in the Comets. There, it'll come. Bill Haley in the Comets. Buddy Holly did Peggy Sue and some fantastic hits. The music died in '59. Cat Chat Fever. Michael Cruise Lover is Lano Estacado. She's trying to figure something on spelling. Peter Heckema. Bruce, any idea what month you are looking at for a group cruise? we're anxious to book another cruise, but we don't want to conflict with TWB cruise. We certainly want to be on the group cruise. We do want to be on a group cruise. I'm going to guess more into March or April will be the timing. This is just me guessing right now, but not committing. Catch that fever. Crap, is the winery still there? MG, maybe when the Royal Princess comes to LA, the Ruby will be sent to someplace like India. Tom Henry, Peter Heckema, join Paul and I on a make-do group cruise, Feb 24th, 19 on NCL Dawn. I won't be there, but they're going from San Juan. I can't do that. Michael, cruise lover, Cat Chat Fever. Yep, and close by the Cap Rock, Agnes, New Jersey. I watched the planes at Teterboro Airport. Fun to watch, but now that I know a variety of interesting people coming in and out of there, my curiosity has really been piqued. Yeah, there are a lot of interesting people in and out of that airport, big time. So, Twitty, when is the Wheel of Fortune show tonight? Did they already make that announcement? I have no idea what you're talking about. Nurse Nancy, our nearest cruise port is New York, 899 miles away. I would rather cruise out of NOLA or Florida ports. NOLA, New Orleans, Louisiana, or Florida ports. Cat Chat, Michael Cruise Lover, here in Abilene, if we stand on a coffee can, we could see Lubbock. That's how flat it is around here. MG, check your local station. Here in LA, it's at 7:30 p.m. So, Tweety, perfect. Peter Heckema, Tom Henry, what ports and where is it sailing from? Not sure if we can arrange anything for February, though. Nature Nerd Outdoors, I'm one away from 760 subscribers. Way to go, Nature Nerd. Keep making product, make videos, and they will watch you. That's all you need to do. Produce, create content. Just keep creating. Donnell in Ireland is here. Hi, Bruce and TWB family. Perhaps the cruise critics were a bit hasty to give the Edge the coveted Cruise Ship of the Year award before any full-paying passengers actually sailed on it. Great new video, though. Thank you, Donnell, for watching that video, and thank you for the thumbs up. And always thanks for thumbs ups to all of you. If you're watching that video or any of my shows or this show right now, I have 33 thumbs ups. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Tom Henry, San Juan, round trip ports, San Lucia, Barbados, St. Thomas, Antigua, Tortola. Nurse Nancy, I'm looking forward to totally automated cars. I don't need to drive to be happy. So, Tweety, hey, Donnell, how you doing there, buddy? Peter Heckema, Tom Henry, thanks. I will look into it. Tom Henry, oh no, Nurse Nancy will be a horrible thing, especially for my business. Well, they'll still want to go in a limo. I mean, it'll be an automated limo, don't you think? Nurse Nancy, I'm looking forward to totally automated cars. Let's see here. Donnell, as regards solo travelers, any advice on how to seek a cruise companion, or is it too risky? Good question. Anybody have any thoughts and comments for Donnell on finding a cruise companion? Michael, cruise lover, Cat Chat Fever. I'm in Rawls. It is 30 miles from Lubbock. Cat Chat, thank you for that $5 donation. I just finally caught up to it. Nurse Nancy, not trying to make it hard on you, Tom Henry. I just don't really like the long drive sometimes. We're cheapies. You know, we're so frugal. Tom Henry, funny question, Donnell. I found one right here. He might be an axe murderer. Who knows? Laughing out loud. Donnell, hi, So Tweety. Looking forward to seeing your YouTube videos. Nurse Nancy, or you might be one, Tom Henry. So Tweety, hi, laughing out loud, Tom. Cat Chat Fever, you're welcome, Bruce. Dina, cruising through life. Thumbs ups for Bruce. Paul Wilgus, Tom Henry, I might be then, but again, what about you, laughing out loud? You could be the axe murderer. So, Judy, I thought he meant MG. Dina, cruising through life, listening while working. Great info, Bruce. Thank you, Dina. Paul Wilgus, laughing out loud. Tweet. MG, Miami, December the 5th, 2018. Newswire, Carnival Corporation and PLC, the world's largest leisure travel company, today announced it's been reorganized with been recognized with a 2018 Gold New York Design Award for digital something for its breakthrough ocean guest experience platform that is wowing cruise guests with the Medallion class vacations. Well, that's great. They get an award for putting your room tag on a bracelet with a medallion here. That's great. Donnell, hi, Tom Henry, or he could be a worse snorer than me. Now that would be a disaster. Tom Henry, touche, Paul Wilgus, although my picks are abundant. We know what Tom Henry looks like. What does Paul Wilgus look like, I wonder? See, you got to go to our group page, Traveling with Bruce, and post some photos up there. Those of you who don't know, I have a Facebook group page called Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's. Come by sometime, say hi to us over there, too. So Tweety's laughing. Tom Henry, always pack earplugs just in case the ship has noises. Gail McNamara, any tips coming? Donnell, glad that you think so. So Tweety, Paul Wilgus, Tom Henry. Had there been any mass murders that had pictures everywhere? Yeah, they're kind of quiet. He was a quiet fellow until he pulled out that chainsaw. He was such a quiet guy. Oh my goodness, Nurse Nancy. Listening to TWB while on the road does pass the time away, says Nurse Nancy. Katie Bourne, good afternoon from South Dakota. Gas is 279 and the temperature is a nice cool 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Katie, your mosquito problem is solved. You're done. No problems with mosquitoes. So don't stop in Washington for gas. We're still at 367. Wes Morrison, I saw a story that Virgin is buying a stake in Bright Line Rail in Florida. I've heard that they would like to connect Tampa, DWD, what's that, West, I'm not sure, to Miami, to make it easier for passengers to a Virgin cruise. That would be great. That would be fantastic if Virgin did something like that. That would be really interesting. Tom Henry, no guns or knives in my inventory, although I am waiting for a phaser. Don't want no evidence. Cat Chat, does anyone have any info for single cruisers without going on a singles cruise? Paul Wiggles, laugh out loud. Tom, Nurse Nancy, now we have suspense, and we'll have to look for the story with the headlines after these guys' cruises. Axe murder on the high seas. Michael Cruise Lover. Cat Chat Fever. Norwegian has some out of New Orleans. MG Toe. Cat, you are you a girl? MG is asking. Tom Henry, our hometown company, Altria, is in talks to invest or buy a Canadian weed company. There are a number of discussions going on up here about that. Nurse Nancy, that should make a few fun episodes for Bruce. The weed episode from Creston. Oh my gosh, I don't partake in that stuff. I don't do that. Cat Rose, yippee, mom is doing some better. Fantastic, Cat. Cat Chat Fever. MG told last time I looked, I was a girl. MG, you can join my harem. So with So Tweety and Bernice. Oh my goodness, MG is building up the clientele here. Michael Cruise Lover, Cat Chat Fever. How often do you look to make sure? A laugh out loud. I didn't pre-read that. I just read it as I saw it. Michael, you're going to get yourself into serious trouble here. Oh, man, I'm getting myself into serious trouble reading this stuff. Oh, my God. Paul Wilgus, Tom Henry, why Canadian and not a U.S. weed company? I don't know. Tom Henry, that's okay, Cat Chat Fever. Crazy Rich Guys thinks MG is a girl, too. Oh, jeez. Oh, Dina, we're about $3 in Bakersfield for gasoline, MG2, and go on a cruise together. Tom Henry, no idea. Paul Lucas. Cat Rose, Cat Rose, pal, what's that say? Because weed not legal on the federal level. Well, maybe that's because. Steaming Bean, how's everyone doing? Steamer, it's getting ugly. It's starting to go downhill from here. Cat Rose, a little better. Cat Chat Fever, laugh out loud, Michael Cruise Lover. Well, I'm getting older, so I will say, I would say a lot in case I forget. I check myself often to make sure I'm still a girl. Michael, Cat Chat Fever, laugh out loud, funny. Nurse Nancy's laughing out loud. Paul Lucas, Cat Rose, but there are still several companies making big money in the States where it's legal. That's true, but in Canada, it's national. You can go coast to coast. Cat Rose, oh heck yeah. Michael, we need some more thumbs ups. We have 47 watching and only 28 thumbs ups for Bruce. What is that all about? Now, he wrote that a while ago. Because right now I've got 35 thumbs ups and 40 still here. I can't get rid of you 40 people. It's incredible. No matter how boring this show is, 40 are still here. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And thanks for the thumbs up. Nurse Nancy, glad your mom is doing better. Tom Henry, Paul Lucas, new ingredient coming from Marlboro. So Tweety, MG has big dreams. MG, yes, I do. Paul Lucas, Tom Henry, I would love to see it. MG, so women tell me I'm pretty cute, but I know all they want is my money. So Tweety, or do they tell you you're pretty cute because you're giving them dollars? Yeah, there it is. Paul Lucas laughing my, you know what, off Tweety. MG Toe, both. I'm cute and I have money. I'll laugh it out loud. So Tweety's loving that. Cat Chat, MG Toe, give me all your quarters. My car needs washing. Sherry, awesome sunsets. Had to cancel my weekend getaway due to snow and ice. Had to cancel it. MG, there you go. Sherry, hi, Nurse Nancy. So Tweety is just crying. Sherry, awesome sunsets. Hi, So Tweety. So Tweety, hey, Sherry. Sorry to hear your weekend plans are ruined. Michael, cruise lover. So, okay, Cat Chat Fever. Better ask for dollars. Car washes have gone up in price. Sherry, awesome sunsets. Thank you. We're going to head to St. Louis and go shopping before the weather starts. Way to go there, Sherry. Cat Rose, you be safe. So Tweety, good plan. Yeah, Sherry says it was a pretty day here today. Cold, but at least we had blue skies and sunny. Tom Henry, Michael Cruise Lover, how just about asking for a credit card so she can swipe it at the car wash. How about just asking for my credit card so you can just swipe it at the car wash? How about that? Oh, Cat Chat, Michael Cruise Lover, you got that right. If it rains, I consider it washed. Tom Henry, prepaid card would work too. MG told Bruce, be careful of packages people send you in the mail, especially from strangers. Yeah, like every cruiser, everyone on this channel, like I know them personally. They're all strangers, except they're all here, and I think they're pretty nice people. I don't mind receiving anything from anybody. I think it's fantastic. Dina, cruising through like Bruce, do you have the app Gas Buddy? I do. It will give you gas prices as you travel wherever you're at. That's right. It's fantastic. I use it all the time. I love it. Yep, I really like it. Cat Chat, laughing a lot. Tom Henry, just saw that. Tom Henry, MG Toe, he could get a hot, what is it? A big SIP from a secret admirer. I don't know about that. Tom Henry. Oh my gosh. So Paul Lucas laughing out loud. Sherry, I have a box at the UPS store and they receive packages for me. I don't know if you have one of those. Again, if I 3 miles south of me is the border, and there's a place there that receives packages, but you got to pay per package. And if I get 10 or 15 envelopes sent there, and I have to pay $3 a piece to get them, it's just a fortune. I'd rather just wait until they arrive in my mailbox. If they're envelopes, I mean, if they're envelopes, you don't have any problem with customs; they just come through. But with packages, it's a $3 or a $4 charge depending on the size of the box. And if I have an inkling of what's in there, if you're going to contact me and say, Bruce, I want to send you this. Oh well, if it's worth the $4 charge, I'm happy to pay it and get it. Believe me, because then I'll bring it across. But it is tricky sometimes. Anyway, so just contact me on my email. My email is down below here on these broadcasts in the description, and you can always tell me what you're up to. Give me a hint, tell me what you're doing, and I'll then tell you how to get it to me the best way. It's just too much fun. So Tweety, laugh out loud, big ass iPad, exactly. Cat Rose Spendy. Michael Cruise Lover sent me $1. There's $1 from one of the subscribers. I only need 7,076 more to send me $1. The problem, of course, with the dollar you've just sent me is 30% goes to YouTube. So I only get 70 cents of that. But it is American, I'm assuming. So it's almost $1 Canadian. But the cruises are in American. So you might even send me $1.35, people, to make up the 30% deduction that I get hit with, so I clear $1, then I actually have $1. But if you really want to help me, send me $1 through PayPal. I get 96 cents instead of 70 cents, and I'm better off. But better yet, send me $10. That would be even better. I'll send you a gift if you send me $10. I have necklaces from different sports teams. I have medallions from different sports teams. And I'm more than happy to mail you one of those for a $10 contribution, a donation on my PayPal channel. If you can do it through my PayPal account, that means I get $9.60, and I'm more than happy to mail you a gift from here to you. Just send me a $10 donation on PayPal. Send me your mailing address, or send me a private email saying, hey, I just sent you $10 on PayPal. Here's my mailing address. Send it to me here. I'll be more than happy to do it. You can ask me, do you have this team? Do you have that team? I'll let you know. And if it works out, you can send me $10. Anyway, there's a thought. Cat Chat, I want to take that world cruise. It's only $93,000. So Tweety, adulting sucks. Adulting sucks. MG Toe, any single woman other than so Tweety want to go on a round the world 245-day cruise with me? Let me know. Michael, Cruise Lover, that is the first dollar. Laugh out loud. There it is. Cat Rose, City Taxes. Tom Henry, chiming with Bruce. Let's all do email campaign to Crazy Rich Guys and see what happens. Laugh out loud. MG Toe on Viking is that cruise, 245 days. That's right. I did a video about that cruise. Fantastic cruise. Tom Henry, Cat Chat Fever. Is that on the Pacific Princess? I would love that one. Paul Lucas, Tom Henry, Bad Tom, Bad Behave. MG Toe, Viking Ocean Cruises. Cat Chat Fever, MG Co. Don't tempt me. Tom Henry's laughing. Paul Wood is laughing out loud. Cat Rose, I don't drive. MG Toe, the only problem I see with Viking Ocean is that they skimped on the design on the ships. Bad move. What are you talking about? All the Viking ships look the same. Been on them all. But you know what? They look pretty good to me. Their Orion ship, which is just a year old, was voted the cruise ship of the year by Cruise Critic. Although again, they're shills, I suppose. Maybe that's wrong. But the photos I've seen, the video I've seen on board Viking ships, very nice. I hear very good things. And they're all the same, which means they're all very nice. I think the spa looks pretty good too. Katie Bourne, anyone know what the Carnival Pride is having done in dry dock this next year? Anybody know? I think it's extensive. Nurse Nancy suffers on. I got to run till next time. God bless. Cat Rose is smiling. So Tweety, or is that a frown? I'm not sure. Bye, Nancy. Paul Lucas, Nurse Nancy, take care. Tom Henry, Princess has a ship doing regular trips to San Fran to Hawaii. That's true. They do. Tom Henry, Norwegian has a New York City to San Fran and back this year or next year. So Tweety, I think it was the Star last year, Tom Henry. Dina, bye, Nurse Nancy. Tom Beetle Bailey, the YouTube channel called Cruise Fever has a great review regarding the magic carpet, and it clarifies things very nicely. Cruise Fever channel here on YouTube. MG Toe, both the Star and Ruby go to Hawaii. So Tweety, the Big Bopper. Dina, Cruising Through Life, Big Bopper. Cat Chat Fever, Jerry Lee Lewis, Suzanne Hoffman. Princess is out of San Francisco and easy to get into the city on the BART train from the airport. Right on. Tom Henry, not the NCL Star. Another line, question mark. Star Princess says so, Tweety. MG Toast Princess Star. Tom Henry, I was on the inaugural NCL Jewel Cruise to open the Houston port in 2013. Worst customs experience ever. The worst. So Tweety, Carnival Cruise Lines is making a big announcement on Wheel of Fortune tonight, Bruce. Oh, that's why you guys are curious. Tom Henry, thanks. So Tweety and MG. Tom Henry, I will have to watch it on here at 7 o'clock. MG Toe, Carnival's supposed to make a big announcement tonight on Wheel of Fortune about something. So Tweety, something they'll be naming the new ship, new class, whatever. So Tweety, maybe it'll be Carnival Fortune. Peter Heckema, Bruce, I have friends visiting from Winnipeg this weekend. We'll see if they can take your mailing back with them and mailing it to you from Canada. Right on, a good plan. Paul Lucas, So Tweety, probably some kind of contest. Callie Haston, So Tweety, could be, haha. Cat Chat comes in 1.5 hours. They'll be on. MG Toe, it may be a big Long Beach multi-billion-dollar expansion of the Long Beach port. Who knows, Cat Chat? Wow, gas here in Albalene is $2.06 a gallon. Agnes from New Jersey, WDW, Walt Disney World. Oh, thank you so much for that. Very interesting. Cat Chat Fever, I can handle these guys. Michael, I meant no offense. I'm just being funny. If I offend, I'm sorry, Cat Michael, it's all good. So Tweety, I was funny. It was funny, Michael, she says. It was funny. Nature Nerd, I'm 9 away from 770. Nature, we love the fact that you're getting up there in your subscribers. But I got to tell you, rather than telling us how far you're away from whatever you got, just post videos. If your content is good, they will come. They will come. Paul Lucas, Michael Cruise Lover, you can't offend this group. Laugh out loud. Cat Chat, Michael Cruise Lover, you are okay. Michael, just making sure So Tweety didn't want anyone to get knickers in a trot. Hello, Bruce. How are you, Nature Nerd? Hi there, Nature Nerd. I am great. Very busy, working like crazy. So Tweety, MG comes and goes that way. Not our fault. MG, I was born that way. Fatima, hi, Bruce and everybody. Hi, Fatima. So Tweety, laughing out loud. Paul Wilson, I'm still here. Paul Wilson, I've been driving. Fatima, going on Anthem of the Seas, December the 10th. They have 4 main dining rooms. Do they all have the same menu? I doubt it. They'll probably be different. Michael, Cruise Lover, we're not strangers. We're just strange. Paul Lucas, that's right, Michael. I'm 8 away from 770. Way to go, Nature. Michael, Cruise Lover, if they want to send you a package, tell them to put a $5 bill inside the box. It's all good. So Tweety, bottom line, don't mail Bruce finger paintings. He's going to have to pay to retrieve them. Nurse Nancy, supper is done. Cool Jazz, So Tweety, send Bruce the finger instead and he can finish the painting. Tom Henry, let's send him Viking gift cards. Oh my goodness, now there's something. Viking gift cards. Tom Henry, hey, Cool Jazz, when do you arrive? Cool. Tom Henry's wondering. Cool Jazz. Paul Wilgus, cool. Laughing out loud. Cool. So Tweety, laughing out loud. Cool. Welcome, Cool Jazz. Just now. Cool Jazz. Hello, Paul Wilgus. How you doing today, Paul Wilgus? Cool Jazz. Cold, but otherwise we're doing good. How are you, Nurse Nancy? Interesting chat today. Axe murderers, fingers in the mail. Oh, I tell you, it gets crazy. So Tweety. Harems. Agnes, this person will not refuse a Viking cruise. Well, Agnes wouldn't. She's pointing at herself. She's not going to refuse a Viking cruise. Cool Jazz. Cold here, too. You guys keep that snow in Virginia. MG To Agnes, you married? Paul Wilgus, Cool Jazz. I will share it with you. I don't mind. Cool Jazz, Nurse Nancy. How are you? Cool Jazz. It's okay, Paul Wilgus. Nurse Nancy. Good. Cool Jazz. Catch that fever. I'm with you, Agnes. Cool Jazz. Last year, I was going to mail items to Nova Scotia under $10. Price was $27. So, that was a no-go. Exactly, Paul. And there's Nancy. Hiya, Fatima. It's been so long. Yeah, I mean, if you send me a package and it costs you $20-$30 to send it to me, that's stupid. If you're better off sending me a gift card for something you want to send, that might be the way to go, because you don't have to send with envelope postage. That's why I love Costco gift cards. When I get Costco gift cards in the mail, I'm a happy guy. Walmart gift cards, oh, I love those. I'll head to the States and use them up, no problem. But Costco gift cards are gold to Jennifer and I. They're just gold. Thank you so much, everybody. Vivian, my friend in Reno sent me a Christmas gift. Cost me 77 pounds to accept it. Laugh out loud. It's just not worth it. Isn't that crazy? Just ridiculous. Better off sending a gift card to somebody. Or just find a way to wire them money and do it through PayPal or whatever, and then let them spend it on what they want, what they need. It's the way to go. Absolutely the way to go. I finally caught up to my messages today. It is 6:25 Eastern time. That puts me on the air an hour and 25 minutes today, if I'm not mistaken. And I hope everyone has enjoyed the show. 31 people still here, hanging on for dear life. 35 thumbs ups today. Thank you. And I hope you've enjoyed the show today and my topics of the day. Fatima, hi, Nurse Nancy, how you doing? Everyone's doing well. We're trying to stay warm. We're trying to stay safe. We're trying to get ready for our next cruise. Michael, wow, where did the time go? It just does that. It's incredible. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today, December the 5th, 2018. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm on twice tomorrow night, 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock for trivia tomorrow evening. Would love to have you join me for trivia. We had fun last night on trivia. I don't know if you were here for that. Agnes, I missed out being part of my harem. So Tweety, back to work. Cat Chat, I've had a blast. Last night on trivia, what did I do with trivia questions last night? Oh, I was asking about cyber attack countries, and I was asking about where visitors to the USA come from, and bicycles per capita. How about that question? Cotton producers, most educated country by post-secondary education, most skiers by visits to ski hills, the top 60 countries that UK citizens visit or live in via the continents. So all 6 continents, where do UK people hang out? Top 10 countries. Starbucks cities we did last night. Tell me the name of the Starbucks cities by Starbucks count. People didn't know there were 4 cities in Canada in the top 25 in the world for Starbucks. Wow. But Tokyo Debbie was there last night. She got Tokyo. She did great. We had a lot of time. We had a lot of fun last night. Everybody had fun here. Agnes missed out being part of the harem. So Tweety, back to work. Catch that fever. Had a blast. Vivian, 11. What is it? 3 p.m. So nice. See you tomorrow. Vivian, you have a pleasant evening tonight. Get some rest. We'll see you tomorrow. Tom Henry, what time is it at Bruce's home? Where I am right now, 4:27 is the time right here. Across the border, it is 3:27 because in Coeur d'Alene, they're Pacific time. Here, we're now in Mountain Standard Time. We don't move. So in the spring, we fall back, or the spring comes to us, and you guys get away from us another hour. And I'm 3 hours back of New York, but right now I'm only 2 hours back of New York. There's Nancy Byall. It's been a blast. Fatima, hey, Bruce, are there any Walmarts in Canada? Yes, there are. But if you're sending me a Walmart gift card, that's going to be a US dollar gift card. I'll use it in the US. No problem at all. Cool Jazz, 3 hours less, Tom. I'm 2 hours less right now. Michael, bye, Nurse Nancy. Michael, Cat Chat Fever, have a good one. Tom Henry, I was thinking that it was 2 now. He didn't do the fallback. You are correct, Tom Henry. Okay, says Cool Jazz. Cat Chat, MG Toe, count me in. Cool Jazz, wondering how many hotels in Creston TWB family can visit Bruce at once. We have several. MG Toe, oh, goody cat. Cat Chat Fever, thank you, Michael Cruise Lover. Here in Creston, we have about 5 hotels, 6 hotels. I bet you we could house 200 people here. No problem at all. Maybe 300 people here. If you all wanted to come up to Creston to visit me, that could be arranged. You'd have to arrange it. Come on up here. But I'll tell you, it's a long way. You'd fly to Spokane, rent a car, and drive across the border to see us for a couple of days or so. A pretty area. I would recommend you come up here for at least 3 days. One day has to be an Ainsworth Hot Springs outing, where we all head to the Ainsworth Hot Springs and take the longest free car ferry ride in the world to cross the lake and head over to Ainsworth Hot Springs and get all loosened up. Bring your swimming trunks. You can't go in the nude. You got to have your trunks. How about that? Michelle, Michael, cruise lover. Bye, Bruce. Thanks for making me laugh in the afternoon. Thank you, Michael. Susan Hoffman, a free buffet at the Bruce's. Oh, I don't know about that. I got a barbecue, though. Michael, cruise lover, road trip, cat chat, laughing in my half house. Bruce can read my misspells. I do. So, Twitty, who pays the ferry bills? The government of British Columbia. It's through the highway taxes. It's in the gas tax. And when you get your license plate renewed every year, it's all built into the highway system budget, part of the BC system, and that's how it works. And anybody can ride the ferry, doesn't matter where you're from. Even Americans don't pay. MG nuts. I wanted to go nude. No, can't do that, MG. Cool Jazz. Now that's an idea. There you go. That's an idea. Come on out west and have a hoedown here in Creston. I would recommend summer, not winter. Kind of depressing this time of year with yucky weather. We get that maritime air in here a lot, and it's kind of Seattle-like, and it's rainy and it's not fun. Summer is the way to go. Cool Jazz. Oh no, Biscuit Boys in the nude. Yeah, that is an oh no. That's a big no-no. Fatima, hey Bruce, do I have to tip a Johnny? Do I have to chip a Johnny Rockets, or is it self-serve? They will bring the food to you, and I think there's a gratuity added on to your charge. I think if I remember correctly, Nurse Nancy, no. Now, if you guys are planning an Alaska cruise out of Seattle, you come here first. You come here 3 or 4 days before your cruise, hang out here, and then do the one-day drive the day before to Seattle. Or you fly from Spokane on to Seattle, catch your cruise from there, and then head home from there. Or catch up with Creston after your cruise. Come by and see us that way. Can be done. Nurse Nancy. The imagery too funny. Going out with a bang. Yeah, big bang. Great big nude bang. That would not be good. Catch that. Nude. Not my wrinkled butt. But if I put a thong on, I'd never see it again. It'd be gone forever. So, Twitty. That's right. I'll show that. So, Tweety, you should saying to MG, you should go on Ada MG right up your nude alley. Paul was laughing on my ass off. So, Tweety, oh, I am laughing. Donnell, yep, this dude enjoyed the show again tonight. Thank you, Donnell. Cool Jazz, laughing out loud, cat. Folks, I'm packing it in. Thank you for joining me tonight on my show today. Thank you for your contributions on the air. Thank you for any of you making contributions off the air through PayPal. I appreciate those very much. And I look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow at 5 and at 8. I hope you can come by and see me and pitch in with your thoughts. Catch my videos I did today. Give them thumbs ups if you wouldn't mind, if you like them. Thanks for the 35 thumbs ups here. I'm out of here. So Tweety's laughing. Grant, hi Bruce, only 1,000 kilometers from my front door. Paul Lucas, great show, Bruce. Take care, all. Tom Henry, Donnell, you could join Paul and I on the Dawn Cruise. Cat Chat, good night. I'll see you tomorrow. MG Toe, CIOA. Cool Jazz, bye, Paul. So Tweety, good night, everybody. I will see you tomorrow at 5 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. It's December the 5th. Good night, all. Stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy. We'll talk to you later. Bye for now.